What I'm going to teach you is the 5 steps that you have to do in order to ensure that you can consistently make $50,000 a month in commission-only sales. Not a scam. This is how you do it. This is how I did it. It's how I managed to do it. It's not just about being a beast closer. There are steps that you have to take in order to ensure that your income is protected and that you're doing the right thing. Hey guys, what's up? It's Matt here from Sales Sniper, and today what I'm going to teach you is how to make 50 grand per month as a commission-only sales rep. So what I'm going to take you through is the exact way that I did it, and what we'll do is we'll pop in my Stripe screenshot so you know that I'm not taking the piss. I've made far more than 50 grand in a month, but how you can make 50 grand a month as a commission-only sales rep every single month. I'm going to give you the step-by-step approach of exactly how to do this in this video. So make sure you watch all the way through to the end, because the last one is going to be the one that's going to be responsible for about half of your income. So step number 1, okay, this is step number 1, is have multiple accounts. The reason why this is important and maybe surprising is because people just say, oh, just get really good at selling one thing. That's rubbish. We'll just slap that out of the way, okay? You want to have redundancy in your income. And what I mean by that is that ad accounts go down. It's just the way it works, whether they're doing YouTube or Facebook ads or Instagram ads. I don't really care. It's not my field of expertise, but what I do know is that ad accounts go down, and the bigger the ad account, the more often they seem to go down, okay? So what I want to do is I want to have 2 accounts that are providing consistent lead flow, and that allows me to have redundancy so that if one lead flow starts to go down, I can just turn up more space for the other one, and then vice versa. That's going to allow you to mitigate the risk that you have. Influencers and business owners, they can go on political rants on Facebook. They can shit the bed, for lack of a better term, and they can absolutely ruin their lead volume. That's not going to affect my family. It's not going to affect me financially, for not only the fact that I have redundancy, but in one of the other steps, I'll teach you why it's not going to affect me. Okay, so step number 1, have multiple accounts. Okay, step number 2, congruence and consistency. And what I mean by that, congruence and consistency, is that your daily routine has to be the same. You have to be able to show up every single day in the exact same way so that you are as consistent as humanly possible. And what I mean by that is that your personal life cannot affect your sales. If your girlfriend breaks up with you, if your boyfriend breaks up with you, if you break your leg, I don't give a shit, right? And I know it's a very, very difficult thing to do, but you have to have a way that you can stay consistent day in, day out. I eat the same lunch, the same breakfast every single day. I have the same morning routine every single day. I have the same evening routine every single day. All that allows me to do is control the elements of my life that I can control. It's the same reason why the inventor of Apple, Steve Jobs, wore the same thing every single day, because he wanted to limit his choice so he could then use his brain power for something positive. Okay? You need to have a solid routine, and you need to sell how you buy. If you're someone who needs everything in the fucking stars to line up in order for you to buy one thing, or you research 17 different coat hangers on Amazon, I hate to break it to you, but you're not being congruent. If you're not investing in yourself right now, then you are not going to be a successful salesperson who can make $50,000 or more per month, okay? Number 3, okay, is get a mentor. It doesn't have to be me, but it'd be good if it was, okay? But what I mean by that is it doesn't have to even be a paid mentor. It's someone that you can chase, someone that you respect, someone who is going to give you the feedback that you require without taking your feelings into account, and ensuring that you get the stuff that you need to take your sales game to the next level. Because there's always a next level. Always. It doesn't matter who you are. If it's me, whether you're Eli Wild or Cole Gordon or Jeremy Minor or Taylor Welch or any of these awesome sales dudes, there's always another level. Okay? So find someone that you can respect. Find someone who can review your calls. You will need to pay for that, even if it's just a friend, okay? If they're better than you, you need to pay them for it, because it's a huge time drain. Link in the description. You can get a call review for us for $297. You don't get a coaching call with that. It's just simply we'll give you an in-depth breakdown. Once you've done that, and you've got the multiple accounts now, you've got congruency and consistency in your life, You've got a mentor. The next thing is you need to follow up like a beast. And the only way to do that is to feel and put yourself in a position where you feel like you're paying for the leads. One of the biggest things that I find with most commission-only sales reps is that they never actually run a business. And so they've never had to pay for leads. And so they don't understand the heartache and exactly what it takes to get people from where they are now, cold traffic, all the way through to the end, which is being someone who's actually sellable. And if you haven't ever paid for leads, you don't know what that's like. And so you need to follow up with everybody like you paid $500 to get them on that call. I have a very, very strict follow-up process. I follow up with everybody, always, forever. That's my mantra. Everybody, always, forever. And I do it in a particular way, and it works very, very well. And that's what allowed me to make, I was probably making, when I was doing full-time like coaching sales, when I was making like $2,000 to $3,000 commission, or even like $1,500 commission, I was following up with everybody always, and I was probably making 5 to 7 sales a month off long-term follow-up. That's between $10,000 and $14,000 a month, which is what most than what more sales reps make in a month, simply off my follow-up game. Extraordinarily important. The thing with follow-up as well is you need to have referrals, follow-ups, long-term sales, and a full pipeline. A full pipeline is incredibly important. Close like a beast for sure and do everything you can to get better on the calls, but the pipelining stuff and the follow-up stuff is what's going to take your income from here to here. You have to be able to follow up effectively. It's incredibly important. The last thing, and the thing that not many people are going to tell you, is drop your fucking ego. It's going to affect your follow-up game. If you have an ego, and if you pull offers, you have an ego. Pulling offers is the most bullshit tactic that I've ever seen anybody do. Offers made is a bullshit metric. If you ever see people like, yeah, bro, close at like 90%, offers made. It's like, okay, so anyone that you don't think you can sell, you don't offer. Okay, so you're shit at what you do. Anyway, moving on. So we need to drop our ego, and we need to make people feel safe and feel comfortable, right? If they no-show on you, hey, that's not a problem. That stuff happens to everybody. I understand you're really busy. Don't worry about it. Don't stress. Let me know when I can get back to you. If you don't mind, I'll just keep following up with you just to see whenever you're ready to have a chat. That person's going to come back around if you're like, hey, man, my time is valuable. This is disrespectful, blah, 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 blah. It's stupid. Don't do it. Realize you're not the best. There's always somebody better, and that will allow you to stay hungry. You have to stay hungry. You have to get after it. You can't get lazy and be like, oh, I just can't be bothered objection handling today. No. That's not how this works. Drop your ego. Okay? So those are my 5 steps. Step 1, get multiple accounts. 1 account, 2 accounts. Step 2, congruence and consistency with how you're showing up to every single call and how you're showing up in life. Step 3 is get a mentor, preferably me. Link in description for the closing code. Step 4, follow up like a beast, like an absolute savage. Everyone, always, forever. And then drop the fucking ego. No one cares, right? No one cares who you are. Nobody should care who you are. I don't care who I am. You shouldn't care who I am either. Those are my steps that you need to take if you want to be a high 6-figure closing, mid 6-figure to even 7-figure commissions person. And if you do those steps, and if you do them correctly, and if you take the time, and if you perfect this craft, there is absolutely no ceiling in how much money you can make. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful, and have a great day.